Universal Remediation Project 32604, Remediation of Petroleum Hydrocarbons on Railroad Track Ballast, Ties, and Ground. Today is March 26, 2004. We are at a major railroad repair facility and train makeup yard. Our efforts are to remediate the track area, which is saturated with diesel fuel and oil. Many railroads use a track mat, which can be seen here along some of the track. Track mats are nothing more than a 1/4 inch of absorbent material that lays inside the rails and sometimes on the outside. These mats have been in place for over a year and have been saturated to the point where the ballast under the mats is almost as contaminated as the uncovered ballast. This section is a combination of diesel fuel and oil floating on top of about 3 inches of water. There's about 1 gallon of oil on top of the water. We just added 2 pounds of Oil Buster to the water to prove what will happen. This is a very unusual situation, but will, without a doubt, show the effectiveness of our product, Oil Buster. We're applying approximately 1/16 of an inch of Oil Buster to 2 sections of track. Each section is about 40 foot long. For this situation, we choose to shake it out of a 5-gallon bucket. Oil Buster can be mixed with water and sprayed on, or applied with a rotary cyclone spreader. The diesel locomotive shown here is typical and has a fuel and oil overflow hose. This is a major contributor to track pollution, as you can see. The majority of Oil Buster bioremediation should take place in 4 to 6 weeks. Today is May 5th, 2004. We're back at the railroad yard 40 days after the application of Oil Buster to oil and diesel fuel contaminated railroad track ballast and ties. The first order of business was to take a soil sample from the same location that the original control sample was taken from. Comparing the control test with the test of this material will show how effective Oil Buster is in remediating the contaminated area. The maintenance superintendent and track master at this location were quite amazed and pleased with the results. This shows how effective Oil Buster is in bonding with the fuel and oil on the tracks. When Oil Buster comes in contact with diesel fuel or oil, they become one. This begins the bioremediation process in which indigenous microbes eat the oil. Oil Buster is 100% natural with no harmful chemicals or additives. What is evident now, 5.5 weeks after the application of Oil Buster, is that the vast majority of contamination is gone. Oil Buster has even worked its way down between the rocks and has begun a deeper soil remediation process. Oil Buster bioremediation projects such as this can save costly EPA and DER fines. The result of this project are confirmed in this lab test. Prior to this is a sample of dirt and rock which were taken from a marked location and sent to Microseeps Inc. at the University of Pittsburgh Applied Research Center. A hydrocarbon saturation test was done on April 1st using modified method 8015. The test showed semi-volatiles TPH-DRO at 12,000. On May 10th, samples from the same marked area where Oil Buster had been applied were tested again using the same method. The results showed the semi-volatiles TPH-DRO at 830. This is a 93% reduction over a 40-day period, approximately 5 weeks. For a site evaluation and recommendation, please call our corporate office at 877-788-2444.